With BlackRock's Ethereum ETF on the way, there's tons of things that we need to talk about. The Ethereum price, where I could see some of these altcoins go, and what is the final prediction for Bitcoin. My name's Tyrell. I'll show you how to make money online and invest the profits. So as always, kick back, relax, and tune in to soak up some value. Now, without further ado, the price of Bitcoin is currently at $37,300 and we're continuing to rise. I mean, if you look at the video that I put in last week, I mentioned a lot of tokens, one of them being Neo, which currently at the time of recording the video, the price of Neo was about $9. And in the video, I mentioned that we'll push up to about $13. That was a 47% rise in 10 days. Now, the price of Neo currently is 14.18 cents, right? So we rose about 50% in 10 days from the call that I gave on the YouTube channel. And that's just one of many. Most of these tokens are actually in the crypto list, which you can access in the link in the description. If you click that link, you'll get access to the crypto list. And all I'm literally doing is I'm going through the list. I'm looking for this pattern, the Kumo breakouts, and I'm buying the Kumo breakouts. That's it. And you can get gains such as 50%, which we seen 10 days ago posted on the channel. Now, in terms of the Bitcoin price, personally, I think we're going to push for about 47K. The reason is because even though I don't usually trade this, like this isn't like an indicator where, like the Kumo breakouts, like I see a Kumo breakout on the daily and I'm like, I'm in. This one is more of like it's more interesting, to be honest, because it's weird how it plays out. Like, for example, the cloud on the weekly, this ended up being in line with the macro support. So it's interesting, right? Back in the day, if we was to look at, May, July 2021, and we was looking at the pullbacks, what would be like, oh, okay, we're going to come down to these levels. Because why wouldn't you? You've got to remember, right? This is hindsight. We wouldn't be seeing all of this. Like if we were just doing traditional TA with no chart, let me get rid of it. Right? We'd be like, well, we're going to come down to these levels, right? Or even these levels. But we didn't, right? It's weird. We came down to the cloud. So these things intrigue me, something that's interesting. And what we're currently seeing is what's called an edge to edge. So edge, bottom of the cloud, edge. So personally, I think that we're coming up to 42K, so not 47, 42K. And I do have some price predictions for BTC as well in terms of like all-time high and where I see it going. But currently, I'm staying in trades until we hit these levels. Now, in terms of some other altcoins, if you did miss out on the Neo call, I personally think that Quant is about to rally as well. Now, this would be a spot buy for me. I wouldn't put it as a trade. The reason being is because to do a Kumo breakout trade, you actually have to take it from the cloud. So you look for that retest of the cloud or the moving averages inside the cloud, but that trade's more risky. Usually you'd wait and you'd be like, okay, wait till we hit the cloud, close, and then enter. And then you'd put a stop loss below the moving averages. So let's say we entered from this green candle here after it closed and moved in. So we close the red candle, we enter on the Wednesday, and then we put obviously the trade here and the stop loss below the key level or the moving average. And there you go, right? You got a 3-to-1 trade, and that's just the top of the range. We all pretty much know Ethereum ETFs come in. These are probably ranges that we won't see till the next cycle, right? So you'd probably put your stop loss to take profit here, and then you'd probably let it ride out. Right, so exactly the same as the Neo trade. Remember with Neo, we did exactly the same thing. Like, see if I can go back here. Stay with me, guys, because I know sometimes people get a bit bored, but don't get bored. Just relax, right? As you can see, it's exactly the same. Okay, the Neo trade, we took it from here. You can see we've even got all of our alerts, etc. Boom, we go to the top of the range. And this was the accumulation range, right? Long-term accumulation range. For Neo, obviously, it's a lot larger, the range, right? But for Quant, as you can see, it's a little bit smaller, right? So you play in this range, or you play in the larger range, you play in this range, right? But these prices won't be around for long, right? And in terms of a spot buy, if I'm looking to accumulate the portfolio, which you can get in the link in the description, this is a decent entry for me, right? We haven't crossed green yet. We're just crossing green over here, okay? We've retested the cloud, which is bullish. We've turned old resistance, as you can see, this used to be resistance, into support with a bullish candle, okay? And now it's time to get sent, in short. Polkadot, similar thing, right? Similar fashion. You see, it's just the same pattern. It's literally just the same pattern, keeping it simple. The same strategy again. Like I mentioned in the analogy on that video, so it's just like poker, right? Keep all your bets the same and use the same strategy and you win. Same thing, right? As you can see, with Polkadot, it's pretty similar. We came down, retested the cloud here, okay? And now we're continuing a bullish rally up to about $7 is the next price target. And I think it will get there. I mean, again, right, as you can see, cloud has not turned green yet. Retest of, let me get the pen out. Retest of the cloud, and since then we're getting sent. Okay, so 2 great entries here, right? Polkadot and Quant. I also have some other altcoins as well. Before I get into the BTC price predictions for the future, I also have some other altcoins to discuss. One of them being Mirria Games, which currently is at 0.004, so like half a cent, and it's only like 50% away from all-time high. I mean, if we zoom out, the all-time high on this chart was about 8.9, so we're not far off. We're about 50% off, and once this goes into price discovery, it's going to continue. I mean, I've been talking about Mirria Games and Gala Games for a long time. I mean, again, go back to the channel. I don't want to beat my own trumpet here, but I do this just to show you guys, like, I'm not just jumping on coins, right? I know a lot of people on YouTube jump on a coin if it's doing well. No, 2 weeks ago, I was talking about this token, okay? And then if we zoom down, I've got another video called like my $1 million investment into Mirria Games, all the way down here, 4 months ago. My $1 million bet on crypto gaming investments. Here's why. Exactly, I talk about Mirria Games versus Gala Games 4 months ago, okay? So we go to, obviously you guys have probably figured it out, right? 4 months ago, 1, 2, 3, 4. What was the price? Less than a cent, okay? 14 cents. Since then, we've risen about 4x in price, okay? And it's going to continue to rise. I stay with this, you know. Mirria Games will hit Gala Games' market cap, no doubt about it, at its current price. And Gala Games' market cap is currently 600 million. So that's about a 20x from here, right? So no doubt it will do a 20x as long as they bring out the games, as long as they don't do any dodgy stuff like the Gala Games founder did. They keep it legit, they keep working, they keep developing, keep delivering. It's going to do similar, right? It's going to do similar. And why would you invest in Gala Games now? When I look for, and as an investor, from a long-term investment, by the way, I do have a portfolio of Gala Games, but when I'm looking at comparing the two and I'm thinking of a retail investor, I'm thinking, okay, I'm a retail investor. I've got $500. What am I going to put my money in? Gala Games, which, you know, the founders have done all this stuff. It's got bad press. It's got FUD, as they say. And the all-time high is, you can see it, right? Or Mirria Games, which is about to go into price discovery, where the all-time high you can't see. Like, after this goes up, it's like BTC when it passes all-time high. You don't know how much it's going to go to, but you do have a prediction coming up, okay? And then after that, next token is Mirria Game. Is Blockbank. I like Blockbank. I'm in this. I've been in this for years. I've been in Blockbank, literally at private sale before this was on the chart. So how many years has that been now? 3 years. And it's crazy because Blockbank originally was up about 33 cents. And right now it's 10x away from its all-time high. And again, another project where I feel like as long as they deliver, they're going to get there. And the risk to reward is amazing. Even at these prices. I mean, if you're looking at low risk, small percentage of the portfolio, Blockbank, again, another one, you know, and another project we've been talking about for a while now, especially in my Telegram groups. You guys have been in my Telegram groups, you know, I talk about Blockbank a lot. I talk about Mirria Games. I talk about Gala Games. I talk about Neo, Polkadot, Elrond, Quant, all these tokens are doing so well, you know. And I want to see some of your guys' comments below that are getting involved, and you're like, you know what, Tyro, wow, this does actually work. Okay, you get involved. Now, in terms of the BTC price predictions, now I have gone with an interesting one. You guys know one of my mentors and good friend, Coach K. Shout out Coach K. You guys should definitely follow him again. He mentioned something very interesting today, and it did pique my interest. Usually, I do spider lines, right? And spider lines is something from Market Cypher. And I like spider lines, but they're a little bit messy. There's too much going on, and it's a bit hit and miss, right? And spider lines would be, I think maybe I'll draw them out for you one day. But spider lines is basically you draw a big line, a big ray, and you draw it from, I think it was like this high or this high, and you draw it down, boom, like this. And you do all the lines to each level, boom, 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 boom. And you start from lower as well, boom, 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 boom. And then it will create these moving averages. And it does look kind of cool. And it did work. Last cycle, spider lines was OP. It's crazy. And crypto is such a weird space because you see things like MACDs, you see things like trend lines, and you see people online like, oh my God, this guy's doing a trend line and that's not proper technical analysis. And then you look at the difference between how much money these people are making. Legit on market trades, by the way. I'm not talking about affiliate income, business income, anything. I'm talking about trader to trader. The trader doing the degen, spider lines, moving averages, support and resistance based at T8 is making more than the Donny who's talking rubbish. It's crazy, right? And I feel like this one, which is a legit indicator, this one's quite interesting. It's called the Fibonacci trend retracement, right? It's just a basic fib, basically. You put it from low to the high, and then you drag it down over here. And it's interesting. Again, this one plays out. Like, you guys know about the 618 Fibonacci. If you don't know about the 618 Fibonacci, again, another great one to work out with pullbacks from the 618 is usually a decent trade. But 100K is definitely a target, but realistically 150K from the 2618 is looking like the target, right? So I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to let you guys in the comments go crazy. Let me know what your price predictions are. I'm going for like 148 to like 150K. I'll put it at 150 just so, you know, just for the vibes. I might put 169. That's crazy if it goes to 169 after being at 69. That's when you know it's a meme. But yeah, my target's 150K. That's my targets from the trend-based Fibonacci. I like it. I mean, it's played out like it's crazy again, right? This one played out perfectly at 47K. So obviously, this one here at 40 what? Interesting, right? Interesting. We pull up this, very similar. Right, so we're getting confluence, right? And as these fancy traders will say, confluence on the trade. We need multiple points to confirm a trend. And as you can see, we're getting confluence at this 42K. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out again. But that's my price target. Let me know in the comments. And if you are struggling to make money right now, if you want to buy more crypto, if you want to learn how to start a business, generate cash flow and invest the profits, I will show you for free. Just join the Telegram group down below. I will show you completely for free, no money invested to me, and I will show you how to get started. All you have to do, check the link in the description. Enjoy the markets, enjoy the profits, guys, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.